So I'm covering this for two reasons. One, I'm petty and it's up forever with this nigga once he put my name in the paperwork. Listen, me and 50 Cent have the same astrology sign. I don't even be believing in that stuff, but maybe that has something to do with it. But two, the real main reason is to show you why I say numbers don't really matter that much. And you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If numbers do matter to you, if numbers is the highest thing when it comes to quality or metrics or all the numbers people, then you gotta die by that too. If you live by that, you gotta die by that. Let me explain what I'm saying. You read the title. Ladies and gentlemen, Cardi B, Am I the Drama, surpasses Drake's Scorpion in 2018 for becoming the fastest album ever to be certified RIAA platinum. So she beat Drake. Cardi got you wiped down. They got him. Okay, but let me explain what this really means, okay? Now, I'm not on here being like, oh yeah, Drake lost. I'm really here to just go, none of those matter. But if you are a numbers person and when you were on that side, and I get told so much from the owls and the owlettes, it's really just the owls. I really don't see. Anyway, but numbers, and we keep doing the numbers thing. But this is why I keep telling people we should focus on other metrics, because there's people who are hating on Cardi right now with how she got this number one, right? And it's in a. I said this in the album reaction, but I had to do a dedicated video about it. I feel like which was better. The reason why this album already went platinum, the reason why this album is already certified double A platinum, is because of the singles like WAP and Up that were giant singles that she put out years ago. I don't know when Up came out, but bro, I'd be in the club and hearing Up for so long that I forgot that. I was like, damn, this is a single on this album? But what we call that in the industry, well, what I call it is stream trolling, right? And to me, people ask me, how do I feel about that? Do I feel like they game the system? Do I feel like it's a fair thing? Do I feel like that matters? You know how I feel about it? If you didn't watch my album reaction, I love it. I love it. I love stream trolling. I love it. You know why? Because it throws your own shallowness in your own face. It really does. Because at the end of the day, I've been said these numbers are moved around. They report certain things and they can always make something look crazy, right? And I kept telling y'all that when it comes to the quality of what you're listening to, when it comes to how good what you're listening to is, I genuinely believe that numbers is one of the most unimportant metrics that has ever been. When you're using that to talk about popularity of an album or popularity of something, that's different. But that speaks nothing to the quality of what you're hearing. The reason why I'm all for stream trolling, because the only people that it matters to are the people that it shouldn't matter to. I'm barring. Let me finish. Let me land the plane. Hold on. Stop. Hold the Don DeMarco. That's just the setup, Smack. Let me get to the punch. That's just the setup. Listen. To the people who don't care about numbers and care about what they're listening to, none of this matters. Who cares? RIAA platinum, I don't care. Some of the greatest albums that are hip hop classics did not perform well numbers wise when it dropped. The Reasonable Doubts of the world. I don't know if Illmatic went crazy, but like back then they didn't want me, now I'm out, they all on me, just went platinum. That's crazy because it was platinum in the hood. I'm just saying. So that stuff. So why to me, I love it and I'm all for it and I wish rappers would keep doing it because This only matters to the people who wait to see what the numbers are before they determine if they like something. So basically, you begging to be lied to because you're shallow. You don't actually consume the art. You don't care about the art. You care about the business of the art, which is weird because you're not involved in that at all. You don't benefit from it. So if somebody like Cardi goes, you know what? There are some people who numbers will bring them to this album. Okay, cool. Throw out that little fake number. To me, it's the same thing as like if you a shallow dude and you only mess with women who got big, you know what I mean, titties and big, just all kind of for days, you know what I mean? Look like she have reindeer, you feel me? Then I don't get mad if you get with a girl and it ends up being fake. Because that's just shallow anyway, right? Maybe this thing that I used to attract you brought you to me and now you actually learn to love me as the person. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Same thing if you're a woman and for some reason you only smash dudes who you think got the most money or got the newest Jordans, and then you find out you smash them, you find out the Jordans were fake. Well, man, what? Maybe I use these shallow things because you're shallow to bring you to the real me and learn that. So at the end of the day, Cardi beat Drake. And to the numbers people, which are a lot of the OVHOs, you got to live with that. Or you can go back to going, can we just talk about quality of albums instead of what the numbers of the albums? And that's, like I said, if your numbers is cool too to talk about. I always say 50 Cent opened that Pandora's box and we've never been able to close it since. So if you live by the numbers, you die by the numbers. And a bunch of people who have nothing to do with the industry, who have never seen any of these people, who are not involved and never walked inside a record label in their life, never talked to somebody in the music industry in their life. If this numbers matters to you, I hope they keep lying to you, nigga. It's not even lying. These songs were popular. Let me throw it on there. Y'all realize streams and numbers and all this to justify if something is good is not the best way to do it. Y'all gonna learn. So I'm all for it. And you know why I love Cardi doing this? Because the album was quality too. It'd be one thing if it was she got the numbers and she put the old singles on it and got the numbers and the rest of the album was trash. Nigga, the two singles that she got them streams from were probably the weakest songs on that album. I'm gonna keep it tall. If you came cause what, then you stayed cause dead. Come on now, that's a bar. Now, also, Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy, is now the highest RIAA certified album by any female rapper this century. This century! Like I said, you live by the numbers, you die. To me, this shit don't really matter. It only matters because I know who it annoys. Look at you mad. That's the same thing as like if Drake drops an album, I don't like that nigga, but if he drop an album and it does, I assume it's going to do a certain level of well because it's Drake. That doesn't speak to anything about the quality or what he's doing in hip hop or whatever. But Cardi B speaks about why she went in on Beia, and we gotta hear this because this to me was one of the best parts of that album. Let's go.
I said on the song Pretty and Petty, you come out the gate.
Out the gate.
Straight at Beia.
Yeah.
All right, so you said in the song.
Yeah, she gonna wear that. I like that. Wear that. Some rappers will diss somebody. I've seen rappers diss a nigga say you know exactly who they diss and damn near say their name and come back. Well, I mean, it's just, it's Beia, what's up? And like I said, Beia, I saw that Beia's streams have shot up because right now, the light is on you, Beia. If ever you was going to go, you got to go. Now, I'm going to call this. There's going to be a lot of hate that Beia gets no matter how good the record is. She could literally drop Ether, and there's going to be hate she gets because Cardi is such a more massive artist. I'm here for the culture. I'm here for the art. So, like, I'm going to call it down the middle. But Beia, you got to go. You gotta go. You gotta know there's people who waiting to hate, but you're not doing it for them. You're doing it to make them mad, right? So if you drop some doo-doo, it's not gonna be good. I don't think you will, but you gotta cook.
You waited. You told her you was gonna do it on your terms when you were ready. You do the song, you drop it. This reignites it all. Like, why even address her again on the album?
Because you mentioned my kids trying to be cute. There's gonna be times that like people throw shots at you, or like there's gonna be times like, you know, like when she did her little diss and it was trash. It's like it could have been trash. People dragged you, and I could leave it at that. But it's like everything on social media is gonna be seen. So when my kids grow up one day and they see that you mentioned them, and they're gonna ask me like, so what you said, what you did, I'm not gonna tell my kids like, you know, I just felt like she took the high road because she lost, because people wasn't on her side.
On God and on, man, Cardi, say it again for them weirdos in the back. One thing I say, and there's niggas, I'm a rapper, I love battle. The moment you mention my child or my family, understand, I'm not going at you for them. I mean, I'm not going at you for me. I'm going at you for them. You know, to dig it. So it's up. And when I see you, it might be up too.
No, I'm not saying that to my kids. I'm like, you see how I violated. And you know what it is? I feel like last year, every artist was like beefing.
Girl.
Like every artist was beefing, and I think she was gonna get a moment out of that because she thought that I was copying her. And I had a conversation with her. First, we was cursing each other out. Then I had a real conversation with her, and I was like, listen, I'm not copying you. I don't even look at you. Like, you're not a person that I look at or I'm inspired by.
Damn.
And the conversation ended.
Then
she kept going because of a music video, and it's like, oh, girl, you definitely not on the mood board. Whatever, more or less. Then this bitch, right? It'd be a lot of funny behind the scenes. This producer that was working with, like, my ex, he was going around saying that I was messing with a guy.
And there was allegedly a sex tape or something, right?
Yes. And I was like, what? Me? Hell no. Hell no. But it was a lie and it was ridiculous. And a bitch can say no damn stuff on because I got messages when I first started talking to him. And I was like, I have to get to the bottom of who's saying that. She was trying to plant a seed that I was cheating on this guy with a blood. Bitch, you think that you're not from the hood. So to you, because I'm blood, you think that I'm like, oh, I'm pressed to mess with blood. That's nothing to me. That's like being around Dominicans or something. Like, it's like, that don't mean nothing to me. Everybody's mad baller, everybody this, everybody that. And then this is New York. One thing about a New York person or anybody, they're going to talk. You was really trying to even mess things up in my home. And it's like, damn, you hated on me so much. You hated on me so much. And I kept saying, like, it's like, prove it. Prove it. Show me a text.
Woo! Beia, she went to the Breakfast Club and is post rolling out the disc. Nah, Beia, this your moment. I ain't gonna lie to you. This one of those make or break moments. It's one of those make or break moments. You gotta know, like, she got it, like, you can't go into this, like, being afraid to burn bridges. And I'm gonna tell you right now, those bridges probably as good as burnt, right? But I'm sure you'll build bridges with people that don't like her and stuff. So you gotta know, like, this is, it's almost career worth. If you drop some not what you're supposed to drop to this, you might go ahead and be out of here. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see nobody not be able to do their dream and their love. And I like Beia. I do like Beia. You understand me? So I like that J. Cole song she did. She did a song, J. Cole song. I like her of what I heard. So yeah, you got to fight for your life, shorty. Fight for your life. And I mean, rap. And here's another thing. Like I said, people gonna hate. I got a big platform. I'm not gonna hate. I'm gonna call it down the middle. If it's doo-doo, I'm gonna call it doo-doo. Speak clearly in this battle. Say this ain't time for like accents and doing different things with your voice. Don't just speak clear, be concise, be as petty as you want. You have to be as petty as you want. Do not mention her kids. I would say just don't mention her kids. You gotta, like, cause I'm seeing the guillotine coming down, and I'm just trying to. Oh my God!
For me, when I flirted, cause when I'm loyal, I'm very loyal. Like, I don't text, I don't flirt.
Cause this isn't gonna make you look good neither. Cause now it's gonna make you look like a home wrecker, like a messy, like, so you gotta really get cultural. You gotta start. You feel me? Like,
I don't even look at people in the eye. Cause I don't even want you thinking that I even like you. And you was doing all that shit, and it's like, I I got you. And it's like, and I know it was confirmed that it was her that was going around with that rumor, because when she did her diss, she kept saying like, oh, why say how you like a cheater, some shit. I forgot what she was saying, but it's like, so say.
B, if you got any evidence of that, this the time. You feel me? Just make it like the artwork of the diss or something, or put it in the video or something. Like, this is the time.
Say who I was dealing with. Say it. Oh, you just made that up.
Because if you just made that up.
You just made that up. You was being messy. And it's like, all right, bitch. Now I got a wet
If you just made that up, just move on. Don't even speak about it. But if you think it, yeah, show.
And you ain't even gonna know when it's coming. Have you ever got hit with a wet belt?
Not a wet one.
My daddy beat me with an extension cord and made me take a bath. So it's kind of the same thing.
No, it's when you in the shower and your mom find out something and then she just whip your ass and your body's wet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with a wet belt, and I told, and then it's like, you thought it was cute to put my kid's name. I'm gonna get you.
And you did it the right way though. You put it out, put it on your album. You know
that was smart.
She should be thanking Blossom, because I did that song last year, but I was so nasally because I was so congested. Mm-hmm. You need to thank her. You know when you get sick when you're pregnant, you can't recover for like 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Throat be messed up, nose be stuffy.
Dang, Beia.